I was all set to create stock letters to send the petition to news organizations and celebrities. Then I stumbled across some resources to where if I pay a subscription, I can contact celebrities, their managers, and their agents directly. Now, I don't have the extra cash right now to pay for a month's subscription, but one of them is offering a 7-day free trial. So I'm going to use that 7 days, and I'm going to use it to the max. I have already started compiling a list of celebrities who are like-minded in wanting doulas in hospitals or care about healthcare, care about women's rights, and anyone that I can find who I think might be interested in sharing our petition and getting the word out. I have about 100 names on that list, and I'm still working on building it. But deciding who to send this information to is only half the battle. I've also realized that I need to compile my information as thoroughly and as rock hard solid case as I can for why doula care is important in hospitals. So I went back to a couple of threads that I had started about a year ago. I wanted to create a graphic that drew attention to the fact that obstetric violence, verbal, emotional, and mental abuse happens in hospitals regularly. And so I asked the doulas that are in groups that I follow, what was said to you? What was said to a client? What was said to a friend? Help me figure out what needs to be on this graphic. And the response was so overwhelming. Within 20 minutes, I had more submissions than I had space for on my graphic. So I put a pin in it and I said, I'll find something else to use more of these names for. And I somewhat forgot about it. Well, I went back to those threads and I copy and pasted every story and I put it into a document. And I'm going through and trimming them down to make it a little bit more easy to manage, fixing a couple spelling errors and grammar mistakes. But so far I have over 150 stories, over 150 instances of verbal abuse, physical abuse, emotional abuse, and so much general mockery from medical professionals spoken to women in labor or spoken to women shortly after labor. I was working on editing them and I got to 65 and I had to take a break. Guys, these stories are horrendous. Physical assault by a care provider, instances where women were begging for them to stop and they refused to stop. Doulas need to be in hospitals. And I'm doing everything I can to make it happen for every single doula. Because right now, there are Christian doulas, thousands of Christian doulas, and our mission field, our ministries are being cut at the knees. And so many doulas who serve low-income families, Christian and non-Christian, who are trying to help make the world a better place, their ability to access their clients has been drastically limited. And we may not be able to fix this for this pandemic. I hope that we can. But regardless, I'm going to make sure that when the next pandemic comes, this will not even be a question. Our voices will be heard. Doulas are essential because you are essential. Because everyone is essential.